Hello, we are Kamigata Ukiyoe Museum in Namba, Osaka. This museum is dedicated to the permanent exhibition of Kamigata Ukiyoe, a unique style of ukiyo-e that flourished in Osaka, from the Edo period to the early Meiji era. At the Kamigata Ukiyoe Museum, you can experience the beauty and history of these rare ukiyo-e pieces up close. It's like stepping back in time, where we hope you can fully enjoy the culture of the Edo period. We also offer a hands-on ukiyo-e making experience. Create your own ukiyo-e, learning the traditional techniques that have been passed down through generations. Now, please enjoy the main video.
上方浮世絵館
Hello, everyone. Today, we're going to talk about something fascinating. What is Kamigata Ukiyoe? When you hear the word ukiyo-e, you might think of famous works like Hokusai's Great Wave or Hiroshige's landscapes of the Tokaido Road. You might also think of Shiraku's bold actor prints, or Utamaro's elegant pictures of beautiful women. But did you know that ukiyo-e wasn't just made in Edo modern Tokyo? In Osaka, too, a unique style of ukiyo-e was created. That's what we call Kamigata Ukiyoe. Kamigata Ukiyoe mostly shows actors from Kabuki Theater in Osaka's Dotonbori area. Unlike ukiyo-e from Edo, it rarely features beautiful women or scenic landscapes. Instead, it focuses almost entirely on actor portraits, which have a very different style compared to Edo's. One of the biggest differences is that Kamigata Ukiyoe captures the human side of actors. In Edo, ukiyo-e often beautified the actors, showing them as glamorous and perfect. But in Kamigata Ukiyoe, actors are drawn in a more realistic way. You can sometimes see their tired expressions after a performance, or their natural, relaxed faces when greeting fans. This makes Kamigata Ukiyoe feel much more down to earth and relatable. Why is that? It comes from the cultural differences between Edo and Osaka. Edo valued appearances and formalities, so actors were shown as stylish and idealized. But in Osaka, people cared more about practicality and realism. Actors were respected as real people, not just stars on stage. This cultural difference shaped the way ukiyo-e was made in Kamigata. So, how did Kamigata Ukiyoe start? Its origins actually trace back to Edo. In 1765, Edo craftsmen invented nishiki, a way to print full-color ukiyo-e. It became a huge hit because, for the first time, ordinary people could afford colorful art. The technique spread across Japan, and by 1791, Kamigata began making its own style of ukiyo-e. This was the beginning of Kamigata Ukiyoe as we know it. But why does Kamigata Ukiyoe mostly feature actors? One reason is the local tradition of painting by hand, known as nikuhitsu. In Kamigata, painting was seen as something for the upper classes. Beautiful women and scenic views were often painted by hand, instead of being made into prints. But kabuki actors were already popular with the general public, so they became the main subjects of Kamigata Ukiyoe. Over time, Kamigata Ukiyoe changed with the times. For example, during the Tenpo reforms in the 1840s, production was temporarily halted. When it started again, the print sizes shrank from Oban, about B4 size, to Chuban, about B5 size. Artists used gold and silver powders to make the smaller prints more vivid and impactful. These creative touches gave Kamigata Ukiyoe new energy and made the art feel fresh again. Interestingly, Kamigata Ukiyoe is not only admired in Japan, but also recognized around the world. In Europe and the US, it's known as Osaka prints. Famous museums like the British Museum, the Victoria and Albert Museum, and the Royal Museum of Fine Arts in Belgium have Kamigata Ukiyoe in their collections. Many private collectors treasure these prints, too. Did you know that even Vincent van Gogh was inspired by ukiyo-e? He owned 400 ukiyo-e prints, and among them were 5 Kamigata pieces. It's amazing to think that these prints might have influenced his art in some way. When you compare Edo and Kamigata Ukiyoe, you can clearly see the differences. Edo prints are bright, colorful, and often idealized. They show actors as glamorous stars in a perfect, polished world. Kamigata Ukiyoe, on the other hand, is simpler and more honest. It focuses on the actors' real expressions and personalities. Even their gaze is stronger and more direct, as if they're looking straight at the viewer. These differences reflect the cultures of Edo and Kamigata. Edo was about style and elegance, while Kamigata was about sincerity and practicality. Edo celebrated the fantasy, while Kamigata honored the reality. This contrast makes Kamigata Ukiyoe truly special. What do you think? Kamigata Ukiyoe shows us a different side of ukiyo-e art, one that's more human and relatable. If you ever get the chance, I encourage you to see these prints in person. You'll feel their charm and warmth right away. Thank you for watching, and I hope you learned something new today. See you in the next video.
上方浮
How
世
did you
絵館
enjoy today's video? I hope you had a great time watching it. We run a museum called the Kamigata Ukiyoe Museum. If you ever visit Osaka Namba, please stop by. If you have any feedback on the video or suggestions for future videos, please feel free to leave a comment below. We look forward to welcoming you to our museum.